Here we are in Davinci Resolve on a new project, and the first thing I'm going to do is create a couple of bins for my two cameras. So that's the A9 III, second bin for the DJI Pocket 3. I'm then going to select the A9 III bin and import media, and I'm going to navigate on my NAS box to the folder where I've saved my footage from the A9 III and select all of the MP4 files and import them in. Bang, there they are. I'm going to select all of the clips from the A9 III, and I shot with an anamorphic lens, so I'm going to go to clip attributes and change the aspect ratio of the pixels to desqueeze the anamorphic, so it's 1.33. And now I'm going to select the DJI folder and again right mouse click and select import media, locate my DJI folder and select all the MP4s and open those up. Bang, they come in. Now I'm going to look at the time code on each clip, and they come in order from 7:18, that first one in the morning, through to just gone 9 o'clock, 10 past 9. And I'm looking at that first one there, 7:18. I'm comparing it with the A9 III, and that's 7:27. So the DJI had the earliest footage at 7:18. We hold that thought for later. So I've gone back to the A9 III. I'm going to import that information first. So I've selected them all, right mouse click, and then I'm selecting the insert clips using the timecode option onto the timeline, and this is where that start date becomes important, because I can set the timeline project up and the timing that the timeline starts at. So I'm putting 7:15 in as my start, and the timeline on my project will start at 7:15 on the left hand side. Bang, there you go. All of the clips from the A9 III have dropped in. The timeline has now given me the hour and the minutes, seconds and frames that the footage was shot at. There's the start at 7:18, and you can see I've got a bit of space to the left for things like titles. So it'd be nice on the source footage on the right hand side if we could see the time code. So going into the menus, I can go to data burn-in and select the source time code, and that shows me the time code information of the clips, individual clips. And scrolling through, I can now see that time code changing during the course of the morning of the footage I took. That data burn-in information doesn't get exported when you export the file. It's just useful during the edit stage. Now here I've selected all the A9 III footage and moved it onto channel 2 or video track 2, and I'm going and selecting all of the DJI, same procedure, import the selected clips onto the timeline using the timecode. Bang, they've all come in, and they are all synced up relative to the timeline in terms of hours, minutes, seconds and frames, and also in line with my A9 III footage. So I've got two cameras here, footage from two cameras here, where all of the footage is aligned and synced nicely, which makes it a lot easier to go through and decide which clips you want when you're editing. This is quite a manual way of doing it. There is another option where you can go use multicam. I haven't really explored that yet, but that might be for the future. But this is the way I'm currently doing it.